Hi guys, this is Ms.Hong. Today's April 8th, Wednesday. We have one more day. So today, I'm not counting today. So tomorrow, then you have spring break. Yay! And guys, on Thursday, as you know, we have Google Meet. So join the Google Meet. The time is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Alright? So if you have any question about like work or any like personal stuff, you can bring anything. Alright? And me and Miss Ross will gonna be there. So anything you need help, you can ask. Alright? So look at this one, guys. Today we will solve the rational equation. Okay? So for the rational equation, we define what is rational equation. Rational function, right? So I told you it looks like a fraction. That's why the name is rational. But on the denominator and numerator, you're supposed to get polynomials, right? So that was the rational function. And then we talked about the domain yesterday. Because that's rational or that's a fraction, we cannot have 0 on the denominator, right? So we exclude the number that makes 0. So that was the yesterday's lesson. And today we will solve rational equation, but we will use that undefined value. We can't have that. So after you solve it, you get undefined value as a solution, then we need to exclude that one. Just like a radical function extraneous, right? So let's do it. So here's the steps. Step 1, check undefined value. So you will get like two fractions like this. So you need to get undefined value for each. Alright? And after that, do you know cross product? It's like multiplying like this and that. We will do cross product like this, and then you will solve the equation. That could be linear, that could be quadratic. Alright? And after that, whenever you get solution, you will verify your solution. So that means we are checking the solution you got, that's extraneous or not. Alright? So look at this. I'm gonna follow the steps and I'm gonna show you a couple problems, and that's it. So let's look at this one, guys. Yeah, we need to check the undefined value first, right? So look at this one, 1 over x. So we are looking at the denominator only, right? That cannot be 0. So you just write it here. We cannot have 0. X cannot be 0, right? And for that fraction, that's nothing there, right? No variable, so you don't have to worry about that one. And now we will do cross product like this. So this 2, then you get what? 3x. And this 2, then you get what? You get 4. I'm multiplying it. X times by 3, 3x. 1 times by 4, 4, like that. And then you just make it equal. This is the cross product. Right? And after that, what do? You just solve it for x. So this time, you divide it by 3. Right? Then x is 4 over 3. Done. Is that 0? So we solved the equation. We got the solution, right? And then what's step 4? That's very important. Verify your solution. So we're just checking what? Oh, my solution, is that 0 or not? That's 4 over 3. That is not 0. So it's okay. My solution is not 0, so we can take this one as my solution. Alright? So let's move on to the next one. So what do we do first? You figure out undefined value. So just take your denominator, x, from the first one, that is not 0, right? And you take the denominator from the second fraction, which is x minus 1, that is not 0. They cannot be 0, right? You don't need to do anything for this one. And from this one, x minus 1 is not 0. Then you need to do what? Plus 1, plus 1. So that means x is not equal to 1, right? So x is not equal to 0. X is not equal to 1. So after you solve the equation, you end up with 0 or 1. Then we need to get rid of it because that's undefined value. And now I'm gonna do cross product like this. So this x and 1. So x 2 and x minus 1. Guys, when you multiply it, you need parentheses. Don't make it 2x minus 1. 2 parentheses x minus 1. Alright? So distribute. Then you get 2x minus 2 and x here. And that is, so we need to combine x together, so I will subtract it. And I don't need this 2, so I will add it. Plus 2, like this. Then cancel. This one is 2 minus x, 1x, cancel. You just have 2 on this side. So what did you get? X equals 2, right? So you got x equals 2. Is this your undefined value? 0 or 1? No, none of that. So this is fine. It is fine. That's my solution. Alright? And look at number 3. Same thing. So I'm gonna get my undefined value first. So x minus 1, not 0. So from here I get x is not equal to 1, right? This is one of my undefined value. And from here, x squared minus 1 is not equal to 0, right? So plus 1 plus 1. Then you get x squared is not equal to 1, right? Take the square root. X is not equal to positive negative 1, right? So you cannot have, you got like 2 1s, but that's same thing. You cannot have 1 or negative 1, right? So for this equation, we cannot have 1 or negative 1. And let's solve it. So we do cross product, right? So when I do this, you get x minus 1, because you're multiplying it, right? And then the other side, you do this, 2 and x minus 1. I mean x squared minus 1, like that, right? And then you make it equal like that. So I'm gonna solve this equation. Distribute this, then you get x squared minus x. And this side, you do this, 2x squared, and you do this, minus 2. Right? And then we need to combine the like term, x squared together, this and this, right? So I will do minus x squared, then you get x squared minus 2 equals x, actually minus x, right? So get rid of this to make it 0, so plus x, then you cancel this 2 and will be 0, and this side you get x squared plus x minus 2, right? So now you got quadratic equation like that. Then what do we do? This one looks like a factorable, so I'm gonna factor this. If you're not comfortable with factor, then you can use quadratic formula. Alright, so for this one I got negative 2, so let's break negative 2. Then that's 1, 2 only, and I want to get positive 1 by subtracting it. So just make it negative 1, positive 2, right? X minus 1, x plus 2. So from here you get 1, from here you get negative 2, right? So I got my solution, 1 and negative 2. And let's compare it. What was our undefined value? 1 or negative 1. We can't have 1 or negative 1, but look, you got 1, right? So we need to exclude it. That's extraneous. Alright? So my solution is only negative 2. This is the only solution. Alright? Get it? So cause like if you don't do it at the beginning, then after you solve it, you will forget. That's why I just did undefined value first. Okay, so you have your work here, so you already know, oh, I can't have 1 and negative 1, right? And then you solve it, you get 1. Woohoo, this is extraneous, so just get rid of it. All right? Okay, and number 4. So this is like, you know what? One side is a fraction, the other side, it's just a number. Then what do we do, guys? To do the cross product, you need to make a fraction, right? So just make it over 1. So anytime, that could be like any variable, that could be x. Fine, just put over 1. Alright? You just need two fractions for each side so that we can do the cross product. So this case, that means what? You can make any number as a fraction form by putting over 1. Alright, so I'm gonna start it like this, and then my extraneous, that's what? X minus 15. X minus 15 cannot be 0, so my x is not 15. So this is my extraneous, right? And then I'm gonna do cross product for this. Let me do the cross product. So this 2 and this 2, right? So 3 times x minus 15, like this, equals 2x times by 1, like that. Okay? And then distribute this and this, then you get 3x minus 45, right? That equals 2x. Combine x together, minus 2x, minus 2x. Then you get x minus 45, so let me get rid of this. Plus 45, cancel, plus 45. Then you have equals 45, right? So x equals 45. Is that my extraneous? 15? No. So this is fine. That could be your solution. So your solution is x equals 45. Okay? So guys, I highly recommend, if you don't know how to do factoring, get it. Practice. You have like bunch of examples, and like you can use Alex, or like just Google it. You have bunch of factoring problems, or like during the spring break homework, I'm gonna assign that one. Alright, so let's talk about like more about spring break homework, but that's supposed to be extra credit work. So if you want to make up any work, then you can use that. But anyway, forget it at this time. But anyway, our thing is what? Check the undefined value. Okay, undefined value first. You need to check this. And after that, cross product, solve. That could be linear, that could be quadratic. When it's quadratic, you factor, or quadratic formula. Alright, and after that, you get solution from the equation. So you get solution from here, 3 to 4, you will get something, right? Then what? You're checking, you're comparing it with that one. You're comparing with step 1 and 4 by verifying your solution. Alright? So whatever you get from this equation, right? 3 from 3, that's one of the number from step 1. That we can take that. Right? And that kind of solution is extraneous solution, right? So the question asks you, what is your solution? That you're getting actual solution, not extraneous. And you know what? One day, the do now, probably that was on Monday do now. Monday do now, I think only like 3 people got correct answer. But you know what? You didn't get it wrong. You got it right, but the question was, what is extraneous solution? But most of you got actual solution. You know what I mean? You need to find the extraneous. So be careful. Sometimes the question will ask you what's extraneous, what's like just solution of the equation. Alright? Okay, so you have this homework. Okay? So please complete this and upload it. Then you're done for today. And don't forget your Alg 20 minutes, one topic. And stay safe, stay happy, and you have great day. Alright? See you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.